Hey guys.
Hello. Hey, what is up? Buddy, it is Adam and Elsie here to spread the love and hope, helping others prosper every day. We are not your marriage gurus, but we are
Day 3.
14-day challenge, day 4, I believe. We combined both videos in one, so day
Oh,
4. But we are here. Hey, Dad, we are here to spread the. Or sorry, I already said that. My bad. We are here to dang. What was I talking about? Wow, I'm drawing a blank, guys. Oh, we're here live on YouTube and Facebook. We're just real talk, not professional, nothing. Hey, everybody, Tasha, I think Spring, I see you. We're here on both live and just gonna be real talk about relationship, about marriage. So we're just all growing together. Really just sharing what we've learned and also sharing what we're working on, and just hopefully you guys get value. We can add value to you guys. Anything you want to say? What is going to be the topic for today?
so the topic today is 3 ways to properly forgive your spouse.
Okay. What is it again? Go ahead and say it again.
3 ways to properly forgive your spouse.
We don't want to forgive. No, what are you talking about? I ain't forgiving nobody.
And this is
Nobody.
this
Nobody.
subject. Actually, we kind of touched on this yesterday. Not about us, but about some other situation, and I just think it's nice that it's
Hey Jay, what's up?
connected together, and why we're talking about this today.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely connected. And so a lot of the stuff, the content that we got this from, where we're coming out of, is a book called. It's probably gonna be backwards on some of your guys's, but "Overcoming Pain" by Pastor Brenetta Harris. And
She's our pastor.
she's actually our
and
pastor,
our first
yeah.
lady at our church.
So a little bit biased.
Assistant pastor.
No, not really biased. It's coming out of just one page, and this one page is going to provide a lot of value because it's providing a lot of value for us and just what forgiveness means. And so we're going to come out of there and just share some things that we've learned, and hopefully you guys get value from it. If you guys want, definitely go grab it. I mean, it's on Amazon. You can go to her Facebook page. I posted it on there. And
It's $20.
get it pre-ordered. She signed it for you. Small. I mean, it's not too big. Not too big of a read.
Only takes
it's easy read, but there's a lot of power in this book. And we're just talking about one page today. So, hey, Erwin.
Mano.
Oh yeah, I said, ooh, you get in trouble. I say Monong, Erwin. That's Elsie's brother. You gotta say Manang, that Ilocano. Respect. Yeah, so guys, so overcoming pain, overcoming pain, forgiveness, 3 ways to probably forgive your spouse. So you're probably asking yourself, why should I forgive my spouse? Well, if you don't, then you're just gonna stay bitter and and hold on to stuff, and you're gonna be resentful. You're gonna wondering why you're always having these issues. So,
and there are people out there who keep grudges.
And this is not even just spouse. This is just in general, friends, family. And so we'll dive in. So the three ways. Go ahead, Elsie, and hit them with that number 1. So again, we're coming out of here, the book.
So the first one is forgiveness does not require an apology. Which this is so funny because, like I said, Adam and I talked about this last night when we were on the phone.
Yeah.
And not that I didn't. In that situation, I feel like that person should have apologized, but...
No, you're going back on this guy.
Wait, hold on, let me talk.
Okay.
So, which I understand, and because when I was reading this, it talks about how Christ didn't ask for forgiveness when he died on the cross. I mean, he died for all of our sins. You know, if you guys have a faith, he died for all his sin, and he didn't ask for forgiveness. He didn't want it. I mean, he did what he did because that was his purpose of why what he went through.
And so yeah, just to share a little situation. So I was on the phone with someone, and they hung up on me, and
that's the one
Elsie was around, and so she heard it, and it was probably like what 3, 4, 5 days later, maybe a couple days later, and I ended up talking to that person again, and she's like, did they say sorry? And I'm like, no, I mean, I wasn't really expecting a sorry. Their sorry didn't affect how I treated them. And so that's that's really kind of what we're boiling down to. So let's say you're having a disagreement or someone hurt you in a bad way, their apology shouldn't require your forgiveness. Come on, their apology should not require your forgiveness. Just because, yeah, they might have offended you and they might have hurt you, but you should still treat them the same way. So if your spouse said something, don't necessarily have to expect that apology. Now we've talked about it before that. Go ahead, be the first to say sorry. Just put it out there. Hey, I'm sorry.
Even though if you're right or wrong, you still want to say sorry.
Yeah.
Be the first to say sorry to your spouse. It might be hard because you may think that you're right, but you still want to just say sorry. I apologize. Either you came off wrong, even though you're right in that situation, but your attitude or your tone of voice probably came out in a negative way and it hurt the person. Because argument, you can say a lot of things. So I mean, either way, if you're wrong or right, you still want to apologize. That's one of an action step that Adam and I did with you guys, and hopefully you guys are, taking this in and just
trying it. I mean, action step. Try it out. We're all working at this together. So an action step I had to do is try to say sorry first before she said sorry, but a genuine sorry too. And so, but even if there is no sorry at all, the apology should not affect you forgiving that person, because forgiveness is just honestly really just hurting you. You're holding on to it. The person's moving about their life. They're thinking about other things. They're moving on while you're still just holding on to it forever. Yeah. Hey, Nayeli. And so let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let's go. No, it's good.
I don't know.
Number two. What is it?
So number 2 is forgive without condition. Why do you do that? Look what he did. Like.
Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Anyways, so the second one is forgive without condition.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, go read it.
So it says, forgiveness cannot be based on a person's behavior towards you. As personal as the choice to forgive is, we do not do it based on the person's deeds. We forgive because it is what the Father desires of us. We forgive because He forgave and continue to forgive us.
Yeah.
Wait, we forgive because we want to be free. We forgive because we want to be more like Him. Which is totally true. Just like what Adam just said in the first one, where if you're holding that grudge and you're mad at somebody, it's really hurting you. It's not hurting the other person. Because they might have just brushed it off their shoulders and be like, I don't care, whatever. It doesn't affect me, but you're still holding that grudge. I mean, just for me, for example, there's, people in my life who I either, don't like because of what they've done or whatnot.
You women.
But
I say you women are known for holding on to those grudges. One argument, you know every single thing I did from once we started dating.
No, this is not between Adam and I. This is actually between, like family members or friends or something like that. I don't hold on to that anymore. I, forgave them, even though I didn't say sorry to them, or if they didn't say sorry to me, I forgive them anyways. It may be hard at times, like, why did I forgive this person, blah, blah, blah. But, this is my walk, and this is what I choose to, is because just forgiving somebody for what they've done or something like that. And
it's a whole weight lifts off your shoulders, so it doesn't matter the condition. So the condition may be where I'm sleeping on the couch because we're not talking, but even though that person decides to stay in that condition, I can choose to forgive and not worry about any conditions that are going on. I can still be the one to lead the way and start that forgiveness. And so that's really, that's what it says, forgive without conditions. That's number 2. Don't base it on someone's behavior. So they still may be acting nasty. They still may be acting in an unforgiving manner, but you can choose to forgive. You be the one to step up and say, hey, I forgive you. You may not forgive me, but I forgive you. And be the one to start it. A lot of this is you being humble. A lot of this is kind of hard. It's hard to do. It honestly is. Because inside of you get something boiling inside of you. You want to, fight back, like we talked about last night. You want to jab tooth for tooth, but you got to be the one that's willing to forgive. With that said, let's hit him with number 3. What's number 3?
So number 3 is forgive without expectations.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to read it because, this really...
let me read this then. You ain't going to read it. I'll read it real quick. Forgiveness cannot be bought. if you forgive someone with the hope that they will change and be the way you need or desire them to be, you are really not forgiving them. I'll end it there. That's good on its own. What, you have something to say on that?
No, you.
So yeah, forgiveness without expectations. So what a lot of time we hold expectations on our spouse or whomever. So we expect them to act this way. We expect them to act one way. I'm not done yet, girl.
You're bending it.
And so it says you're not willing to forgive them because you expect something greater than them. So like for me and Elsie, because now I know where we're headed, the path that we're headed, the walk that we have with Christ. I mean, like I said, if you have that faith with the walk that we have with Him, I do kind of expect her to be more like Him and forgive a little bit more. But I can't hold that expectation on her. I can only hold expectation over myself. You can only expect stuff over yourself, so I expect myself to be better and just be the one to forgive. Don't have those expectations over them. You guys can talk about it, talk about those expectations, and if you want, but you can't hold it over someone else. You gotta be willing to just forgive, let it go, and yeah. You got something you want to share on that?
No. Yeah.
I'll throw in a little bonus. All right. Don't go to sleep angry. Don't go to sleep with that unforgiveness.
We haven't done it this year, so we're good.
Oh,
No.
Oh, like going to sleep angry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, you can't, because you're holding that unforgiveness, and then especially when you go to sleep with it, your mind is just all it's thinking about when you're asleep is that moment, that unforgiveness. So you're wondering why all of a sudden you just think about it and just sets you off. You get upset because you've been sleeping on it. You've been holding it in your head. That's why you gotta, especially before you go to sleep, you gotta feed yourself with positive stuff because your mind is just working on whatever your last thought was. So if your last thought was that, man, he pissed me off, she pissed me off, I hate them right now, I don't love them right now. Well, your mind is working on ways to think about that more. And so if you don't go out there and forgive them that moment, that time, regardless of conditions, regardless of an apology, regardless of the expectations, the 1, 2, 3, regardless of any of those, then you can start feeling like that weight lifted off your shoulders. You start feeling healthier. There's studies about how you hold on to forgiveness. People have worse health conditions. Tons of different things of studies of just what unforgiveness can do to you. So be willing to forgive. Be willing to let go, and but still say sorry, like I said. But don't just expect it from somebody else. Anything else you got?
No, I just don't hold grudges. I mean, I see a lot of people who keeps grudges, and they're just nasty people because they just don't know how to forgive, even though they think that it's not, that they didn't do anything wrong. I've experienced that, so I mean, that's something that I want to do is forgive people. Don't hold grudges. I mean, like Adam said, a lot of us women, we hold grudges, but we have to. I mean, it's just. I mean, there's also guys out there too. But most of the time, a lot of us women, we hold grudges. I mean,
y'all be going back to 1990. I'm like, what? That was how long ago? You still remember that?
Never mind.
I was like, I wasn't even born yet. What do you mean? How'd I get in trouble then? I wasn't born.
Yeah, we weren't even born yet in 1990.
I know we weren't. But hey, y'all. So we'll go through 3 of them. Forgive does not require an apology. Number 2.
Forgive without condition.
Number 3.
Forgive without expectation.
A bonus: don't go to bed angry. And hey, like I said, we're here again. Just talk real, share our story, share things that we've been going through. We're here to just hopefully add value to you. You guys add value to us. Let us know things that you guys want to know.
Anything, ask us
things you want to talk about. We're here to spread the love, hope, help others prosper every day. That's our mission. That's our goal. We're not any gurus of anything, but we're just being real with you guys, and we enjoy you guys on here. Everybody who joined on. If you guys want to know, there's a book from Dwayne Dwyer. So how to forgive someone who has hurt you in 15 steps. So it's going to go a little bit deeper. We're not going to have time to cover on here, but message us on Facebook, and we'll get you those 15 steps to really help you overcome and forgive someone who has hurt you. Because there's a lot of people out there who has broken relationships and are hurting because they're finding it hard to forgive. So these are just 3 or 4 easy kind of ways to properly forgive someone. But you can dive deeper with it. And if you want that, message us. Other than that, like I said, we love you. We will talk with you guys
one
later.
more.
Yeah.
This is
Overcoming
a book
pain.
that I'm gonna start reading this. I'm reading a book right now that I want to finish before I start reading another book. But I recommend this. I know Adam is starting to read this, and I mean I can actually read this in a day.
That's just page one, man. That was one page, and that's powerful. I mean, the stuff that we learned right now, that's just one page.
Yeah, so we recommend you guys buy this book. It's $20.
It's not ours or anything,
it's
so
not, no,
it's just something that has blessed us, and we got value from. So we know you guys can get value from it too.
Mm-hmm.
But all right,
Yeah.
see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Deuces.